Hey everybody, welcome back to Northern Lion Plays. We're good for a random run here, no loss. Welcome back to Northern Lion Plays, the Binding of Isaac Rebirth. Kane? Kane, yeah, that's not so bad. Look who we got our Canes on now. 4-1, QJ, LMQY. This is, it's a Sunday. I don't mind illuminating how long the backlog is. Sometimes people get mad at me for having a long backlog. I understand why it's hard to implement feedback, but at the same time, when my Rebirth backlog was really long, when the game had like semi-recently... Why is our range is terrible? I didn't realize that Cricket's body was such a range downgrade, but still, the Tears upgrade is nice, and hopefully we can compensate for it. People would be like, wow, look at this scumbag. He's got like a 6-day backlog. How dare he work in advance in order to have a backlog so he can comfortably take a little bit of time off without disrupting his schedule? You know, it's not a wholly selfless decision, obviously, you know. It allows me to basically double, you know, work twice as hard for a day and then take the second day off if I wanted to, which is a privilege that not everybody has in their lives, obviously, depending on what they do for work. But still, it always struck me as a weird criticism. But anyway, I'm recording this on Sunday. I don't know. It'll probably be out sometime throughout the week that comes after it. Backlog's not that long. And when I woke up today and was like, okay, what work do I have to do? Well, I'll do the sub stream. That'll be fun. We played Drawful earlier today. It was a good time. Then, it was like, okay, I should record some Isaac, because Isaac is like the baseline of my day. I usually start off by recording an episode, or, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4 episodes of Isaac, somewhere in that vicinity. And then I'll do, like, some extra work on top of that, you know, just to... you know, it's a nice little warm-up, if you will, and I know the game well, and I like playing it. It's usually what I want to play most, and, you know, I've got a narrative set up for it, like in this one, we've got a huge streak, blah, blah, blah. It's an easy thing to segue into. But I've got to get Nuclear Throne done, I got to get Invisible Ink done, and, you know, I've got some Let's Look Ats to get to, and for fuck's sake, I should probably get back to Bloodborne at some point, right? Yeah, that's definitely true. But every Rebirth run that I've done today, and this is the fifth one actually, so we've done the 4 previous runs. Each one of those has been crazy and exciting in its own way that when I finish recording it, I'm like, man, I just want to play more Isaac, so this is going to be a very Isaac-focused day. I'm very scared right now, by the way. Maybe I shouldn't be, but our range is so bad. We are basically one-shotting the dips as a result of our decent base damage combined with the Cricket's body, extra shots. I don't know what else you would call them. We now have longer shots? It's so weird that, like, because of Blood Clot, half of our shots are just weirdly longer than the other ones. It's strange. We're definitely going to need some range upgrades. Normally I kind of poo-poo those, but on this one I'm going to be much happier to get those if we get the opportunity to do so. I guess I've never really had Cricket's body in a situation where we've had such low damage. Or maybe it's something to do with the... You know, Kane having an eye patch over one eye, like, his tears only come out of one eye, so the other ones that come out are... Beats me. I don't think it's worth using 2 of Diamonds here. I want the Spirit Heart to carry us with a good chance to get a deal with the devil on the next floor, but I don't think it's worth using 2 of Diamonds, even though we just spent 5 cents. Hopefully we'll find a secret room or pick up a Pageant Boy or something that'll vindicate me for my decision here. Figured we'd just check around here, see if there's any special rooms I missed. That could have been very useful, admittedly. Hopefully get some kind of consumable here for finishing off these guys. Other champion, maybe? Bueller? Anybody? No? Oh, 1 key. Okay, I'll take it. Certainly a little bit of a strange run due to our incredibly diminished range right now. What happens if we get, like, number 1 right now? Does our shot just literally hit the inside of our eyelids and explode into multiple shots that don't travel much further? I've got no idea. But we do have a Spirit Heart for the next floor, and lordy lordy, if we could pick up, like, a Death's Touch or something on the next floor, that would be amazing. Now, I mean, I know Curse of the Unknown. We have it, it's fine. We have, 2 red hearts full and 1 spirit heart. What I'm scared of is fighting the Haunt. That was amazing. I'm scared of fighting the Haunt and having to stand, like, straight up right next to him. But we did just pick up 5 bombs, and those bombs will now also be homing. Long term, I don't see this being a huge get for us unless we, like, Curse of the Blind into Dr. Fetus. But, short term, this might be exactly what we need to get through, like, a difficult boss on this floor, get our deal with the devil. Okay, so we've lost our Spirit Heart now, but we're next to a shop or library, so we can hopefully get it back. It is a shop, of course, as you would expect. I think it's in my best interest to go a little harder on this donation machine. Every time we blow it up, we're going to get back twice as much money as we're actually spending. I don't really want fanny pack, but I think we, you know, our finances are going to make it easy enough for us to do so. And you know what? I think I'll take portable slot as well. I think I'll take the key as well. Why take portable slot? Because if we find our secret room, we can do some really nifty tricks with portable slot that can help us out a lot. Now, that was not necessarily the kindest thing to do to our donation machine, but I think that this is going to work out nicely for us. We didn't lose any red hearts. I didn't think that we did, but this is some nice reassurance. Okay, this might be tricky. You know, we've got some tiers upgrades. We've got Cricket's body. It should be easy enough for us to take out the little ghosts, even though those are mostly the harder part. But I'm really nervous about having to stand so close to the haunt up there at the top. You know the police song, Please Don't Stand So Close to Me. It might just be called Don't Stand So Close to Me anyway. It's written about this very boss fight right here. Normally I'd prefer to stand down towards like the bottom middle, but like if this was a clock, I'd prefer to be in the 5, 6, 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock rock region. But we don't have that opportunity here. But we will have a deal with the devil, it's looking like at least. Smart-ish play, let's be honest. Oh, the Abaddon pickup. It's so good. Okay, what do you got for me, Mom's coin purse? There's not much we can do about this. Pheromones, we can use one of those next floor, maybe. Puberty. All things considered, we basically got a speed upgrade. That's not so bad. We will be looking for a second secret room. Again, with portable slot, these second secret rooms are all important. Unfortunately, this is a shitty location. They could be in 3 different locations here. Oh, we found one. We wasted a bomb. That's okay. Well, the portable slot doesn't do anything for us here, but the callus is okay. What do you think? What do you want to try to find, like a regular secret room? You think it's here? I think it's here. All right, we were wrong. That's okay. How's our range? Not really that much benefited from Abaddon, but our damage is going to be much benefited, which means that, you know, when enemies get close, they're going to get smacked because my homie Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre have got my back. Never let me slip, because if I slip, then I'm slipping. It's kind of, we hold these truths to be self-evident, but you get the idea. If he's got his Nina on, you know he's straight tripping, so, like, stay away from him, because he has a 9mm handgun, and apparently he's not afraid to use it. Down to the next floor. So far, so good. Weird, but good. This run would be too easy right now if we had range. That's my philosophy. Yeah, we'll check it. Disappointing. 3 flies. Many of which will probably die before, this wave is even over. That's okay, though. We'll get a chance to use it on this room. Alright, let's talk a little bit more about this portable slot pickup, because I was preoccupied with other stuff to explain it. A lot of people are already going to be familiar with how this works, but the way the portable slot works... Ooh, careful. The way that portable slot works for us is, on a second secret room... There's a couple of different second secret room archetypes, and apologies those of you who already understand how this works. You'll indulge me, I hope. There are second secret rooms with Eternal Hearts, there's second secret rooms with Red Hearts, there's second secret rooms with Demon Hearts, aka Black Hearts. Our ideal types are going to be the Black Hearts and the Eternal Hearts. With those, whenever the portable slot would have paid out with an HP consumable, like in the form of a half Red Heart or a full Red Heart, instead, it's going to pay out with... It's going to pay out with whatever the type of heart is for that room. So if it's an Eternal Heart room, a room that gave us an Eternal Heart, every time it would have paid out with a Red Heart, it will instead pay out with an Eternal Heart. It can be amazing. It could allow us to get a ton of HP. Similarly with Demon Hearts. That's very valuable, you know? If you can get 4 or 5 Demon Hearts on a second secret room, that's 5 times better, 4 times better, respectively, than it would normally otherwise be. It's incredible. Now, we have to find those rooms, so there's a bomb cost associated with them, but it makes portable slot well worth it if it wasn't well worth it already. And I'm glad I took it, because we did get a spacebar item here, but it's Butterbean, and Butterbean is the worst. Like, not even being hyperbolic here. Might be, I mean, maybe better than Breath of Life, because I actually understand when to use Butterbean to some extent. I'm very sorry about this donation machine. It's not been a good day for you. But, I kind of think, I know my plan for the special rooms, but even still, I want to pick up the 9-volt, because I'm not thinking that I'm going to be hanging on to this item forever. If we can, maybe it's good. But portable slot is a temporary stopgap measure mostly for me right now, I think. That's the way I'm going to choose to think of it, at least. Let's see what we got going on here. Another early deal with the devil wouldn't be so bad. And you know what? This is like our ideal fight if we have no range. Admittedly, the enemies will be a touch annoying, but that's what Cricket's body is for. And we'll one-shot many of them anyway. Okay, stop that for just a second here. Please, okay. We could also pheromones if we wanted to, but mostly we're just going to keep moving here and do our damage to the front of house. And again, one shot is going to be enough to take out most of these guys. And even though our range sucks, it only takes 2 or 3 shots before the blood clot actually perks up and does the range necessary to get the job done here. Just want to make sure. That was very dumb. But that also is our best damage dealer. Taking damage is our best damage dealer. Yeah, you're gonna shoot. Okay. Well, this should be done basically right now. Not that bad. Obviously not that good. Toothpicks is a huge help. Any shot speed or range up, it manifests itself as a range up, so I'm happy about it. Slightly better range. Still like less than Azazel, but it is what it is. Let's go look around for basically anything else we can find. Like good pills, maybe. Oh, no. Homing bombs, no! Unless that's awesome. But still, no. Oh, amnesia. Cruel fates. How could you? It's not so bad. We'll learn to live with it. Pheromones. We really should use this. Otherwise, I run the risk of never using it, and that's bad. Health upgrade. Lovely to know that it's in there. Could be a health downgrade pill that we've just, made work for us here. Either way, it's okay. Of course, we've already been to that room. And of course, we've already been to that room. That's where we fought the mini-boss. And then we have not been to this room. That's good. Attack each other. See if I care. And an extra nickel really helps. Is that a tinted rock? No. An extra nickel really helps out here. Mostly to give me more fuel for like a second secret room portable slot gamble, if you will. Not that we have a huge chance of doing that, but I think we're done with this floor. We could open the treasure chest. We could open the golden chest even, but I'm not that enthusiastic about it. Let's try here. Let's try here. Oh, lucky me. Okay. And this one is also not good for us. Why don't we just use portable slot a couple times in here? That'll sate me a little bit. Okay. Very funny. Down to the next floor. Didn't really improve ourselves too much, but toothpicks is good. It's good. Butterbean is a huge disappointment, but toothpicks is good. 1 red chest. I think it's worth going for right now. Telepills. Well, I'll tell you what. That's another health upgrade, which also could have been a health downgrade. Oh, no! Oh, yeah, Mr. freaking smart guy here. Let's skip our way out of that room. Skip the whole floor, you joker. I'm gonna try a portable slot on here just to see what the hell happens. I have no idea. At least we're getting like a decent amount of money back based on the whole portable slot action here. Well, appreciate it, I guess. Maybe this is an endless money-making endeavor for us. We'll go down to 15 cents just so we can still like use the shop on the next floor. Fuck it, no. We'll go down to 0 cents because I would like to. Maybe get an IM error, or sorry, a telepills out of this room, which can totally happen. Work with me. Not even a good error room. Just counterfeit penny and some extra money. Doesn't do anything for us. I mean, counterfeit penny's okay, but come on. We could shoot all this poop to try to make it work, but we're just gonna head down to the next floor. That's a huge disappointment. I'm not gonna lie to you. Your loving gets me high, and to keep you by my side, there's nothing that I won't try. Somewhat hilariously, I guess we are ahead of the curve now for boss rush. It was an accident, but it might have worked out if we're interested in doing that. I really don't want to fight boss rush. Not unless we get higher range. Like, we've skipped from the early game into the mid game here pretty dangerously. But that's what telepills can do, man. That's the downside or the upside of telepills, depending on your perspective. Okay, stop taking so much dumb bullshit damage. We should be basically guaranteed to deal with the devil on this floor because we worked through our penalty via skipping that last entire floor. How positive of us. Nothing. Now, it would be really nice if this item room was better than like 3 item rooms, because we skipped our last item room and the one before it was Butterbean, so really it only seems fair to give me a, you know, a truly cataclysmically good item room here. Thank you, that's much appreciated. You've heard my siren call, and you have dealt with me thusly. Gotta try this one as close as possible to the exit, or to the chest. Could buy a Spirit Heart or a charge, neither of which really appeals to me. Well, this is a weird one. I'm starting to lose a little bit of hope here. The Abaddon pickup is something that, about which I will say, thank fucking God we got the Abaddon pickup, because were it not for this, we would really be behind the 8 ball. But the extra damage and actually, you know, survivability that's giving me is very important. Thank you for choosing the right one to attack. It fucked us out of left hand, not counterfeit penny, the opposite. However, it also probably caused me to take less damage in the process. So even though I would have liked the left hand, I appreciate that you did what you did to keep us from losing HP, and I appreciate that, so thank you. Not a smart way to take damage here. But, you know, I hope you give me a little bit of credit here, because we do have to get ourselves right up in that ass in order to do damage, and that's always a little disappointing. A little dangerous, maybe. Spirit Heart, Guppy's Paw. We gotta take Guppy's Paw with us long term. Sorry, portable slot, you know. You did stuff for us. I appreciate said stuff. You got something. You got something. 2 of diamonds. Pop it right away. That means our shop can be worthwhile. Yeah, I mean, portable slot wasn't bad for us necessarily. It wasn't necessarily amazing. It's okay. This is where we pull out of this. We got a Guppy item. Now I really wish we got to keep the left hand, but I'm not going to get too salty on the game for that one. Want to play that Demon Judgment some more? Yeah, bad place to stand. Hey, we can take these guys out of one barrage, though. It sounds like I'm just looking for things to be happy about, but honestly, that's a barometer I use for how much damage we're doing. It's admittedly not amazing right now, but it could be worse. This is okay. It's a tenable amount of damage. We can do something with it. Yara Rune, there's no doubt. We use this on the chest. Accept no substitute. We have to do that rune, as far as I'm concerned. I kind of want to wait and see just if we get, you know, a decent deal with the devil or something in advance. Just to be sure. And actually, having an orbital is going to be nice, because as you're noticing, I have to get right up in there to deal damage, so having the ability to actually deal damage while we're dealing damage, you know, using the orbital, or having our orbital block some tiers that otherwise we wouldn't be able to block, it helps out an awful lot. But this is an important deal with the devil here. If we can get a second Guppy item, and if it's 9 lives, or, jeez, Guppy's head would be pretty good, Guppy's tail would be pretty good. I'd take anything. But those are the good ones. Hairball a little less. Probably we do, well, we're gonna have to take that. Oh, man. I might have to go Krampus's head. I almost just panic used the Yara rune as well. My hand kind of slipped on the keyboard. Krampus's head gives us some range. Lump of Coal is great, but it only affects like 10% of our shots right here. I'm gonna try it. I don't love it, but I'm gonna try it. It's very much not like my style, but... Goat head? I mean, the goat head is good, man. More deal with the devil chances. Whoa, a little dangerous there. We can't reverse our Guppy situation unless we find... That'd be hilarious, actually, if we found Converter in the shop. That would be one of the few times recently that it's actually been super useful for us. But it's, you know, it's in an enviable situation. I know what I'm doing. You might not love it, but I know what I'm doing. And that worked out there. It didn't have to work out, but I figured there was a decent chance of it doing something good for us. And the Ceremonial Rose pickup is fine, you know? Maybe not the most important pickup we've ever had, but it's something. I think you go hard on this one. Probably take both. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I mean, that's where we're at. There's no need to really belabor the point. We're not in an amazing position. We don't want anything but the Yarrow Rune. Why blow this up looking for black cards we don't need or tarot cards we can't use? Same with that. We don't need to worry about that. Or the second secret room there. Well, it's up to us. Guppy's paw, Krampus's head. We're going to take Krampus's head. I think the range is actually very valuable for us here. Red? Not red, but still maybe worth it. Yeah, the ability to fly is important here. That's something I think is going to be very important for us. We may not have to use Krampus's head here. I always forget what this next wave is. Like the Husk? Am I mistaken? Is it the Husk? Bueller? It's Loki. You know what? Slow it, or speed it up a little bit. We're not going to be fighting the boss rush. I think that's hopefully goes without saying. It wasn't looking too likely, at least from my perspective. And that's okay. As much as I would love to pick up, you know, Mom's Panties or something at the end of this one, we can live with our current situation as well and be fine with it. And I think there is still a very likely win located within this run. I don't think it's going to be easy to pull off. That was very dumb. But effectively, we didn't actually lose any HP on it because we have this Eternal Heart backing us up. But yeah, this is not going to be like last run where our main goal when it comes to winning is just, hey, don't get hit too much and you got it. This one is a little bit more mechanics focused. And like I said, you know, every run that I've done today has had its own kind of unique flavor. It hasn't been like D6 Brimstone, you're done. D6 Mom's Knife, you know, Eden start with Polyphemus, although we did get an early Polyphemus on one of the runs. It still ended up being an interesting run for the library reasons. This one is interesting for the extreme lack of range, but not extreme lack of damage. Like, ooh. Yeah, I have to take it. I have to take it over Krampus's head. At least I used Krampus's head once. It's better now because of how much we can use it, and it has enormous upside versus Krampus's head, which is, you know, statically constant with its amount of damage, basically. Tammy's head might have shit range, but at the same time, it's also lovely for us. Where's the last one? There he is. Look, I would probably advise that you don't do this room the same way I did, but we got lucky. Now all we need is we got Goat Head, all we need is a Brimstone pickup and the run is over. We've won. The only thing holding us back right now is low range. We got Abaddon, we got Ceremonial Robes. You know, it's not going to win most damage 2015, but that plus Brimstone is a very, very winnable run. I found pills, not my favorite, to be honest with you. Health up, we'll take it. It's our choice whether or not we want to fill it up. We don't really want any of those, I guess. Let's move along. Especially with this Yarrow Rune, we can imagine that we've got some really good odds coming our way. Sorry, Demon Judgment. Do we have the range necessary to hit you? With like half of our shots, give or take. Well, we're pretty much in a holding pattern right now, waiting to see what we get from this deal with the devil, what we get from this item room. It's fine. We don't have any control over it, so we might as well be happy with it. It's not bad in any situation, but it's certainly maybe not as much of a deal breaker, or a deal maker as I'd like, but whatever. Certainly not bad. And you never know when Gimpy or Infamy or, you know, Fanny Pack or Mystery Sack, I guess. You never know when one of those items is just going to pay out or save you from taking damage and all of a sudden you win by 1 HP. Like that, it happens. Happens probably more often than I even recognize while it's happening. You're like, oh, I won. You don't realize that, you know, every hit that Infamy stopped you from taking secured that. Anyway. We're ready here. Good damage. That's what you keep the orbital around for. And let's not forget, of course, that we have BFF, which is really helping us out here. This is an all-important deal with the devil. Just a half heart is fine for now. And certainly, we have to take Guppy's tail. Takes us very close to becoming Guppy, and we need the golden chest, honestly. It would help. Even though we've already gotten Fate and Tammy's head. Maybe, when I put it that way, it doesn't seem that useful anymore. Come on, small rock. Alright, well, we actually can't use that. That's good news, I guess. Come on, where you at? Where you at? I think this is going to be like win 15, 16s. I can't remember. I think it's 15. There's nothing wrong with that. That's an extremely respectable streak. Admittedly, no lost randoms in there, but you know, that's 8 days of wins on the channel. I said that sometime in 2015 I want to rack out a 100 win streak. Ideally, I'd love to do it without taking the lost out of the pool, but I don't know if it's going to be possible. It is possible, I guess. It's not likely. So, a 100 win streak would probably have to include the occasional lost run. Hopefully just one. And that's a scary thought. But, you know, let's worry about 20. And then let's worry about 30. And then let's worry about 31. Before we get too invested into the idea of a 100 win streak, because I may or may not get to 15 here. I mean, we're not even... Even if we win this run, we're not even close to where you need to be. 15, if my math is correct here, is only about 15% of 100. That's a joke, by the way. Taking a little bit more damage than I'm content with here, but we did so to go to the curse room. It's productive damage. If we'd gotten a Guppy item in there, we wouldn't have been as ornery about the whole situation, is my guess. Itchy nose again, man. Strikes at the worst possible time. I gotta be in and out on these guys. Didn't come out right necessarily, but this is like Azazel, but worse. That's how good Azazel is. We spent our whole run trying to improve ourselves, and we basically got to worse, like, base stats Azazel. We can fly, we got better HP, but our damage is, like, not nearly as good. And our range might actually be worse than Azazel's, which is hilarious. I don't understand how that's working, but I'm just along for the ride. 4 room rerolls item pedestals, so we're not going to do this yet. But we can take advantage of this after a deal with the devil. If there's items that we don't want, we could pay for them and then pick them up, put them back down if we can put them back down. And then they will reroll with the 4 room. They have to be bad active items. We can't just use it on passive items, I think. At least that's the way it works on shops, I should say. But it gives us another out if we find something like the nail in there or something like that. Infamy, that's like our 3rd best, and we've gotten the other 2 best from the deals with the the deals with the golden chest, if you will. Let's do this. Should be interesting. Skolex again. No biggie. Managed to get the hit, but it's gonna be a little annoying here. He's a little tanky. He's a little hard to hit. We can get him with, we need, like, his body to pop up. Or, like, just his butt portion to pop up. And then we just go to town with Ball of Bandages. I'm trying to do that on the fly here. It's not as easy as... Well, probably nobody thinks it's easy, but it's not easy, okay? You can also alternatively take 10 hits there, and that'll sort that right out for you like we did. Alright, so we got meat, we got a spirit heart, we got pentagram. We have to take pentagram. It's not what we... It's not our be-all, end-all, but we need to take it. And then we'll head down to the next floor. Went to a curse room, went to our dice room. We got everything we can expect to get. No range upgrades in this run, man. Blowing my mind a little bit. Can't really do anything at all with this arcade. Not totally true. If there's a judgment, we might want to take advantage of it. If there's a demon judgment, we can't do anything, but that's alright. No judgment. Could play the fortune teller. I mean, we could use another trinket, actually, so let's open this up and then we'll start gambling on that. Oh, you know, actually, Mom's Eye is acceptable. Kane's Eye, sorry. Because we have no mapping, I don't really see a huge problem in Kane's Eye, even though it's not traditionally in the top tier of trinkets. Without any mapping, the ability to have a decent chance to see where we're going is kind of valuable. So this becomes a very interesting run now. What do I mean by that? Well, we're not strong by traditional metrics. So we like desperately need to not take damage. We desperately need to improve our damage whenever possible, and in the back of our heads, we're keeping that Guppy dream alive, you know, hoping against hope at this point that we still manage to find a cursed room that swings it one way for us. Okay, yeah, that'll do it. Now we're Guppy. That was unexpected. I think that we're better off with the Tammy's head instead of Guppy's head, but man. Alright, that's, all of a sudden, the run's looking up a little bit. Yeah, we got ears. That's what I was looking for. I'm like, man, we haven't seen these turrets in forever. And we hopefully will never see them again, because I can't handle them, apparently. Our flies are not going to be that good, but say it with me, they're good because they have infinite range. We can stay on the other side of the map, occasionally summoning flies, and it'll really help us out here. I don't really want to go through this now. Now that we've gotten the advantage that we were striving so hard to get, I think we just go for broke. Get through these rooms as quickly as possible while also not taking any damage, if you can avoid it. And I think that's how we make it work. Get to the chest. We got the keys necessary to make a Yara rune work there. Double it up, hope for some range upgrades or some tech, or even I would take tech 2 at this point, just to give me the ability to actually deal damage consistently. And I think that sorts it out. So, of all the Guppies we've ever had, this one might actually end up being the most critical to our actual success. I appreciate this a lot. I would trade like 10 average Guppies for this one. Nah, I hope I don't ever have to. Now that I've said that, we might go 10 runs without Guppy, but hey, I have faith that, you know, we can make it work. I had faith that we could have made this one work without Guppy, but it was going to be tough, and it still might be. But for now, it's Mom's heart time. And this cathedral is all important. We're not there yet, but once we get there, let's not count our chickens yet, but once we get there, that cathedral is extremely important. We need to not take damage, because we are going to take damage on the chest, and we have no respawns. The Yara is... we have to, like, live long enough to use the artifact. The Yara rune. Good use of Tammy's head is going to really shorten our potential ability to die on this floor. Like, if we can get... it might even be better to get next to an enemy, pop Tammy's head, and kill that enemy, instead of doing half damage on 2 enemies. Now that I say it out loud like that, of course it's better to kill 1 enemy than leave 2 enemies alive with half HP. But, you know, I haven't really played like that. I've been playing under the assumption that, you know, we're going to try to hit both enemies, but we're not killing them. So we might as well just focus on 1. I think that's probably better for now, unless the enemies really, really suck. Like these guys. We can use Tammy's head on these guys and expect to get 1 or 2 kills. We got the left hand. It's actually possibly worthwhile for the spirit hearts. Very lucky to not take a hit there. I'm going to say no to the left hand because I don't trust myself to not, you know, forget to drop it. To not drop it? To not forget. You know, it's some... you understand what I'm trying to get at with that sentence, at least, I hope. Now, we hit both enemies a lot with Tammy's head there, and neither of them worked out for us. Neither of them killed them instantly, at least, but it still helps. No damage so far on this floor. Let's not throw this. We got BFF. And that should be an extra spirit heart. The BFF, you know, cube of meat or ball of bandages combination will, you know, we don't have any invincibility, but it will allow us to do a lot of damage to our bosses when we are able to use it, which won't be that often probably, but it helps, man. I really think that BFF is one of the best damage shop items, damage up shop items you could possibly get. I don't see a tinted rock there, at least not at first blush. Nope. And there's our boss. Extremely valuable. If we can get out of this floor only getting hit once or twice on Isaac, that's huge. Get in there, drop that Tammy's head right away. And honestly, we stay far, far away. Anytime you can land a... anytime I can land a blood clot shot, I'm going to be very happy about it. The rest of the time, we stay out of the way, except when he summons himself, in which case we drop a Tammy's head right next to him if we have the ability to use Tammy's head, because we do have 9 volts. I ran in there and did a little bit of orbital damage. Infamy saved me from having to eat shit for my decision there, and I appreciate that. I think we're going to get him right there. That was really, really good. Okay. How is this run so fast for being so weird? And thank God we took Kane's Eye. It's really helped us out here. So Yara rune, big moments. No, maybe. Sad Onion, yes. Yo, I'm not losing my mind over how good these are right now. Tough Love, yes. Tiny Planet, yes. 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 I can't justify Forget Me Now. It's just, it doesn't make any sense. I lose Tammy's head, and it could be fun, but it's gonna ruin the run. I don't think I can make it, and I'm the guy who takes the bad items, but on this one, I can't do it, man. The Tiny Planet pickup is actually stellar. It's helped me out. I feel bad for originally being like, no, we can't make this work. It actually gives us the range upgrade that we need to actually be able to hit enemies with our tears, which do a lot of damage, and we're gonna summon a lot of flies as a result of this as well. So this is one of the best Tiny Planet pickups I've ever had in my life. Not very smart. Even dumber. Yeah, okay, let's make it interesting. I don't mean to sound cocky. It's still a very dangerous position here. No, okay. Look, I think the game's teasing me a little bit. I respect that, but I can't. I just can't do it. Those plays are way too risky. But look at this, man. These shots are doing a ton of damage. Extra bomb? Never hurt anybody. And the flies are helping out, too. Occasional tooth shot doing a lot of damage. I'm very happy about this. It should be a win. And, you know, we're about to finish, I should say, our random run, which means we go back to Eden next. That doesn't mean that it's easy. You know, the Eden runs are a real crapshoot, but getting through this random run is usually the trickiest turn on the race course, you know? Now it shouldn't, you know, we shouldn't be as nervous maybe about our next run. I don't know why that is. Time to go. And we'll get multiple Tammy's headshots here, obviously. Ooh, not very good damage. But every time we get hit, go in there and deal a little bit of extra damage with Ball of Bandages. And we have won. Mathematically speaking, I can take a deep breath here because we're about to win. Excuse me. Okay, I'm a little nervous now, but Gimpy is paid out for us. A little dangerous at the end, but for now, thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. It helps out a great deal. And, of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. But for now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.